What is going on, YouTube? So today wanted to come back with basically my next edition of the NCAA Football 06 Race for the Heisman. So this week we will be playing Alabama. Just go through the Heisman race real quick. I did actually move down during the bye week. I am now second place. So try to get back in first here. So take another quick look at the top 25 polls. As Ohio State is in second now after USC lost. Louisville, Miami, a couple other teams hanging tough there. There is USC at number 12. So like I said, we are playing Alabama this week. I believe they are number 22, so the third Saturday in October. See if we can do as good as we did against Georgia the previous week, playing over in Bryant-Denny Stadium. So should be a good one. Not a great gain on first down trying to run it, but looking for the pass on second down. It is incomplete as well. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. Anyway, looking on third down here, passing it up the middle, a little bit underthrown. So looking at fourth down and punting on the opening drive, but we do get it back on an interception. Actually, I don't remember if that was an interception or a punt. Anyway, we have it back, second and inches after the solid run by Gerald Riggs. Trying to put our first points up on the board, and the option gets us about 10 to 15 yards on the play, so good gain there. Like I said, looking to put up our first 7 points of the game, and obviously get myself back in first place in the Heisman running. And not looking great so far as I'm taken down in the backfield for another loss on the play. It's third down now, rolling out. Find number 17 for the solid gain on the play. It seemed like this game our receivers had a real case of the drops. Wasn't great, but anyway, looking outside on the option here, looks like I got it for the touchdown, and I do. So able to get outside on the triple option there to give us the 7-0 lead. And this one was an interception. So after the interception, looking to get a 14-0 lead against Alabama here. The Alabama team in this game tends to have a very good defense and a very poor offense. So if we're able to put up points, then obviously that's the biggest key to winning. But looking at third down and 12 here, firing it deep. But it will be no good. And I'm going to go for it on fourth down and 12 here. Bryant-Denny Stadium is rocking. And we are able to find, I believe it is Gerald Riggs. Oh, never mind. This was this. Okay. Sorry. This was the one earlier in the game. I just didn't know what I was doing there. There were a few open receivers, and I might have been able to find it too. But if I had taken it earlier, but I didn't. And so turn it over on downs. We do get it back. I believe off another pick. There was like 6 or 7 turnovers in this game, all from Alabama. So just to give a little bit of foreshadowing there, they do turn it over quite a bit. But we're looking at second and 13, and the run game's just not going well up to this point in the game. And able to get a solid gain there, though, on the ground. I do end up with quite a few rushing touchdowns this game, but most of them were either short gains or came after a few plays where I lost yardage on the plays before. But we are in the red zone again, and after a tough game against, I believe it was, might have been Ole Miss in the red zone where we did not convert twice, put us back on track against Georgia, just being able to completely whoop them, honestly. And like I said, trying to also get the turnover bug out of me. So looking to the end zone here, we find number 3, and he's able to get in for the touchdown. So giving us the 14-0 lead here in the second quarter. So we get the ball back again from another interception. And this one wasn't. This would just seem like a few seconds later. So we're back in the red zone once again. So we're rolling out on the play action there, finding the tight end. Not that much to do on the play. Still trying to find our way into the end zone. So looking, and a great catch by number 3. Don't really know where he came from. I was actually looking at a different receiver there. But nonetheless, he did make the catch. And looking at the goal line here, first and goal. Winding down the clock, getting it down to about 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. and I will get in for the touchdown on the QB sneak, my second rushing touchdown of the day, bringing it to a 21-0 lead. I believe this was after a punt. Actually, one of the few times we got the balls where it wasn't a turnover. Looking to actually have to drive the full field here. Caught by number 1. He was a little bit inconsistent today, but had some good catches nonetheless. Gerald Riggs, not that much action to do today either, but the action he did get was pretty efficient. There were a few plays where he got stuffed at the line, but came through big when he needed to, like always. So 42 seconds left, looking to maybe make it 28-0, carrying it into half, and giving it to Gerald Riggs in the red zone, and we are going to punch it in there on the QB sneak again. Third rushing touchdown of the day already, heading into the half. We are winning 28-0. And there was just one of the mini drops I was talking about from number 1. Wide open, looks like he can get into the end zone. He's a pretty good receiver too overall. Wise just couldn't connect on it. But Gerald Riggs, nonetheless, having a solid run, getting into the end zone, making it 35-0. So that is Riggs' first touchdown of the day. Rolling out way too far here, but still have an open receiver nonetheless for, I believe it was no gain on the play. So rolling out here, got an open lane, so I'm going to take it. Maybe it looked like about a 15-yard gain on the play. Really was rolling out a lot in this game. Looking at number 17 there, I believe that was incomplete. And that brings up second down. So third down and 10 here after the 2 straight incompletions. And we're looking into the end zone here, I believe. Actually, I ended up getting sacked. So it does bring up a 4th down, and we do kick the field goal to make it 38-0. And after yet another pick on the play, taking over at Alabama's 35-yard line. So as you guys can see on the stats, they're not doing great rushing. 13 carries for under 50 yards. Normally when I get 13 carries, I'm in the ballpark of 75 to 100 yards in the game. So slacking a little bit there, and so I'm going to pick it up. Here, I do believe we connect for the touchdown. Like I said, number 1 did come up with a few big plays today, and that was one of them. And able to come up with the touchdown there to stretch it to, I believe, a 45-0 lead. And Gerald Riggs, like I said, you can see the stats there. Not a whole lot of work, but nonetheless, when he does get work, it was good work on the day. So doing what he has to do. Honestly, it'd be nice getting back in the Heisman running. So good catch there by number 3. And as you guys can see today, I am getting the bulk of the work, whether it is passing or running. The running game for me wasn't going so well unless it was directly in the red zone. And so obviously sometimes it was like that, but sometimes not. I was reliable when you had to do QB sneaks on the goal line, but it's hard not to be with an offensive line like I got. But the triple options just in the second half weren't there. It seemed like they were anticipating it. And as you can see once again, actually I managed to get outside here for a couple yards. But whenever I do get outside, most of the time there's no pitch, but occasionally there was, and I just kind of got tunnel vision. But another sack on the play. Like I said, there were quite a few times where I lost yards running the ball, and just kind of hurt my overall average. I mean, you take all the sacks away, and my average might actually be pretty impressive. But I believe there was a 4th down there, able to convert for our 17th first down of the day to just 1 for Alabama. So just an anemic day for them offensively. And we get into the red zone once again, looking to make it a 52-0 lead in the 3rd Saturday in October. Winding the clock down here. Just basically trying to get out of here, take the W that we get, and really looking forward to the next game at this point. Trying to have a little bit of fun, trying to get the triple option working as well, and it just, like I said, really wasn't happening this game. So I don't think that was a loss on the play, but another not great play. So we wind down the clock again here, 3rd and 6. Looking outside, triangle's open, and we are able to find him for the touchdown. I believe that is my 3rd passing touchdown of the day. putting me also over 200 yards on the day, which is not big for a lot of quarterbacks, but 15 completions and 200 yards for the season it's been for me. Passing the ball is pretty big. There's been a few games where my receivers just seem to get a case of the drops. This seemed to be one of them, and there was other games where just couldn't find receivers, or the only people I could really find was the other team. So, like I said, good win here. Off another pick, able to roll out there, just try to get some of my rushing yards back. Really just, like I said, trying to pad the stats at this point. We got 108 left in the fourth, up by 52 in Tuscaloosa. So able to find our tight end there. I believe that was the pass that officially put me over 200 yards on the day. And like I said, just winding down the clock. We're down below 40 seconds. Trying to see what we can get running the ball. A lot of what I was doing with the passing was just trying to roll out and see if I could find any open lanes. But even if I did play action, it seemed like they were still doing the quarterback contained with the defensive ends. So not great third down efficiency on the day. I was hoping for better. Normally we are pretty good with that. But, just going for it on fourth down there, not really finding anything. I was just trying to look for Gerald Riggs or the fullback in the end zone. But we do win, like I said, 52-0. So it's an impressive victory nonetheless. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Check out, I believe we are playing South Carolina next in Neyland Stadium. So looking to make it 7-0 on the year and really start locking up the SEC East. We're really coming into the latter stages of the season, and should be interesting to see how the season finishes out here. Now, we do have, I believe it's 2 out-of-conference games left, one against Memphis and then one against Notre Dame. But the rest of the schedule here is against some of the lower key rivals like Memphis, Vanderbilt, those sort of teams. And then we still have like Kentucky as well. So not really as hard a schedule as it was in the first half, having to play Florida, LSU, Alabama, Georgia, all those teams. But now just try to cruise into the SEC championship and hopefully a national championship and Heisman presentation as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.